What's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this video. It's titled Love Island Drama is a Mess. Shelly calls out Huda. Oh, as you should. I already know what clip this video is about to reference. I already saw it. Basically, in short, Huda laughed at someone calling Olandria a racial slur. The girl called Olandria the hard R. Okay, N-word hard R. And Huda and her crusty boyfriend laughed. They thought it was funny. Am I surprised? No. What have I been saying about Huda since the beginning? Okay, my patrons, y'all already know. Y'all already know all of the things I've said watching Love Island over there and my thoughts about her. I am not surprised at all. This is who she is. All right, so it is what it is. But I want to see what Shelly got to say about this. Let's watch.
You guys, we have got to talk about what is going on with the Love Island crew from season 7. There is so much drama that has unfolded in the last couple of days with Huda coming out and speaking out about stuff. Olandria, Shelly, it all has to do with a live that Huda was on with her boyfriend Louis. We're going to get into everything and everything that everyone has been saying. You guys, there is so much.
Some black men who date non-black women, y'all are fucking embarrassing. Y'all are the scum of the fucking earth, and you are so pathetic. If you want to be with your non-black women, go ahead. But to laugh with them as black people are being disrespected, I have no words for scum like that. Like, are you serious? This is who your parents raised you to be? Like, that is so disgusting. Like, I don't understand that mindset. Like, how self-hating can you be?
That has unfolded since the ending of season 7 of Love Island. And when I tell you, I thought that come almost November, we would not be talking.
Because I expect this from her. Trash, okay? Been talking about that. But the black boyfriend. You laughing with your non-black bitch as a black lady is being disrespected and they calling her the N-word and y'all both are laughing together at it and y'all think it's funny together.
About the Love Island crew anymore. I just really truly thought that the drama would be behind us. Everyone would have just kind of not faded into irrelevance, but like, you know, kind of been in their own lane, figuring out how they were going to be an influencer. I just really did not think that we would be in this place where they were all still going to be brought up in drama together, but here we are. It was an extremely controversial season. There was a lot being said online, a lot of feelings, a lot of thoughts, but we have got to get into what has recently happened, okay? So Huda has started dating perfect match Louis Russell. He was actually friends with Miguel from season 6 of Love Island, but once Huda started hanging out with Louis, people noticed that Leah, Miguel, they had all stopped associating with Louis and they were wondering if it had to do with Huda. They came out and said that it was nothing to do with her and more about the fact that Louis was clout chasing. He was using Huda for clout. And it seemed that his friendship with Miguel and Leah and anyone from season 6 was pretty much done. As time has gone on, though, he has continued his relationship with Huda. He recently asked her to be his girlfriend. It was this whole big, grand, elaborate thing, which, you guys, every single time someone from Love Island recently has been asking their partner to be their significant other, like boyfriend, girlfriend status, it has been the most elaborate asking. Like,
why is this like, this nigga still on crutches? What the hell? Because I feel like I saw something a while ago that he hurt himself. I think this is strange. Once again, I love love. All right, I'm all for it. But if my boyfriend asked me to be his girlfriend in this way, I would have been like, this is a bit much. Like, this is giving wedding proposal vibes. So when they are doing stuff like this, it just feels like they're doing it for social media purposes. Like, this just doesn't seem normal or realistic. But, I mean, do your thing.
You would think it was a proposal. They have been going all out. I don't know if they are in competition with each other or
gotta
what.
be
Huda was one of
because look, we're all looking at it like people be doing shit for the gram these days and for TikTok and shit, and it's like, what's even genuine anymore?
First ones that I saw were Louis.
My boyfriend asked me to be his girlfriend on the phone, which I'm cool with. I've always gotten asked like in a very casual way, which is ideal. Like, I don't need it to be this grand thing because yeah, we're just in a relationship. And I've even talked to boyfriends about this, about if we were ever to get married. Like, I don't even want a grand over the top proposal either, to be honest. Like, you know, when you're in restaurants and shit or at ball games, like, I don't like all that attention on me. So I am always quick to be like, please don't ever do anything like that. Like, that would make me very uncomfortable. So yeah, maybe this is just a me thing. Don't listen to me. Maybe people love things like this. Whatever.
This whole big thing for her, and then Ace asked Shelly to be his girlfriend, and it was this whole big proposal looking thing. And then recently Taylor asked Clark to be his girlfriend, and truly, I actually thought this was a proposal because I thought that they were already boyfriend girlfriend, but I guess not. He asked, and he posted this whole elaborate video showing off the whole girlfriend proposal. Anyway,
get to the
aside from the elaborate girlfriend askings recently, Huda has been on live with Louis. So many people are streaming these days, okay? Jeremiah's streaming. Louis even had an interaction with Jeremiah while they were at something called the Reality Games. And it was like one of the first times that Jeremiah was even seeing Huda, and she was with Louis, and it was just, some people thought it was awkward. But anyway, this past week, Louis was on live with Huda, and they had people that were calling into their live, and when they answered the call, one person proceeded to call Olandria a slur, and it literally sounded like a child. It was the weirdest thing ever, but Huda...
It was a child, and this bitch-ass nigga, he tried to, like, he laughed, and he was like, oh, wait, don't say that. Trying to clean it up after. You already laughed, you fucking bum.
And Louis immediately just start laughing, okay? And Huda's like, what did they say? Like, I think they said a bad word. Hello?
You know what the fuck they said, bitch. Because if you didn't know what was said, why laugh? And why laugh that hard? That doesn't make any sense. You know what was said. This is the other reason why I don't like her. Because not only are you a tramp asshole, okay, you do the most, but on top of that, you are a liar. You do some bullshit. You throw rocks and you hide your hands. Like, I don't know. You want to play victim. You on that Karen bullshit. I can't stand her.
Hey.
I can't stand her. I've never watched reality TV and have not been, that's a lie. I don't like Wendy either, but side note for all my people who watch Real Housewives of Potomac, I actually like her these first few episodes. Listen, she had been eating the girls up with some of her lines, and I've been like, period. And what's going on with her and Kay on some bullshit. I'm team Wendy when it comes to them two. Anyway, that's a whole different story. I didn't like her either, but no, I would say that I definitely dislike Huda a lot more than I disliked Wendy, like by far. So yeah, I've never disliked anybody this much.
Hey.
Yo, what the fuck? What did they say? This said about Huda took to her Instagram story and said, y'all, first of all, clickbait, using a sensitive topic is actually insane. Me and Louis did not hear what was said in that no caller ID call on live, only the racial slur, which we hung up immediately, and I don't condone anything of the sort. Okay, so you did hear. You heard that it was a racial slur. If you just heard the slur and you claiming you didn't hear that she said Olandria's name, which she said it clear as fucking day. But even if you just heard the slur, why are you laughing that hard at somebody saying the N-word? You racist ass bitch. Like, what are we talking about? That's nothing that's funny. That's not a funny word. Whoever called purposely continuously called while we were live. I really don't condone racism, which
Girl,
is why it was immediately hung up. Once again, we did not hear it very well.
I've never heard a slur and laughed and thought it was funny. Like, ever.
Considering it sounded like a child, only the last slur. I just wanted to address this before it blows out of proportion. She also said, laughter was because it was awkward. Like, who the heck...
That wasn't an awkward laugh. Like, she just lies so much as if niggas don't have eyeballs and ears. An awkward laugh is like, oh my God, or that's not an awkward laugh. I'm sorry. That's like, oh my God, this is so funny. I can't hold it in. That's not an awkward laugh.
says something offensive like that on a call on his live, and as you can hear me say, what did they say? And they said a bad word, because that's all I heard was the bad word. It was awkward and inappropriate. Whoever said it is in the wrong. Louis then got on his Instagram story and said, start off by saying don't condone no racism, but something happened on my live with a prank call and someone said something in a slur. I laughed and hung up because all I understood was the slur, but now finding out there was a name in front of it, but we didn't hear that, so just want to say that as much as people want to call me a clout chaser and all that BS, I really hate the Love Island fan base, and as a black man who has experienced enough racism all my life, I don't even
shut the fuck up. Now you want to play that card. Oh, I'm black and I've received racism all my life, da da da. But you think it's funny when non-black people call in and call you a slur? Even if you thought they were calling you the slur. What?
Satisfaction that they get from this. But I have to come here and say something because it wasn't what we heard. Louis also proceeded to go on Snapchat to talk further about this.
People are calling her racist and then calling me racist.
Oh my God, he's British too. I hate everybody. And no shade, this is doesn't. But I'm just confused. I'm just confused because you came all the way the fuck out here to be with Huda.
Sorry.
He definitely on some cloud chasing shit. Or maybe he already lived out here. I don't know his situation, but I just wasn't expecting that.
Cough, cough. I don't know if you can see. I'm black. Yeah? You know, not the darkest, but I've definitely been kicked in the face with it. Right?
That don't mean nothing. You can still be whatever.
With me. So
wrap this up.
Make it make sense, bro. Bro, the world has gone to our kids are gonna grow up and like this. This is just an opportunity for the haters of my girl to pay.
Now, the next day, Olandria ended up posting a statement about everything on her Instagram story. She said, I do not condone racism of any kind, nor do I entertain it. That kind of language is never acceptable, not in anger, not as a joke, not ever. Words like that carry generations of pain, and pretending otherwise only keeps the cycle going. Defending it, laughing about it, or making excuses is even worse. I will not let this moment derail my purpose of uplifting my community. I'm standing firm in who I am and using this as an opportunity to call for real accountability and awareness. We all have a role in building a culture where speaking to one another with respect is the standard, and where speaking against hate speech is the bare minimum. While I anticipate this will result in surface-level apologies that fade in a few days, I'd like to transform this moment into something actionable. I encourage those who
read her surface level apologies that fade in a few days.
Participated in the stream and their followers to demonstrate a genuine commitment to anti-racism by donating to organizations and foundations dedicated to educating and uplifting this community, such as the UNCF, AACP, and or the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. I will be making a personal donation as well. In the next slides, I'll be sharing donation links to contribute in support of HBCUs and the underfunded educational resources for Black students. After this, other people from season 7 of Love Island began to come out and talk about what had occurred on Huda's live. Hannah posted, I just want to take a moment to say that racism of any kind is completely unacceptable. No one should ever have to experience or hear hateful language directed at them ever. It's not something to be taken lightly or brushed off, and it's heartbreaking to see it happen to someone I care about. We all have a responsibility to call out racism when we see it and to create spaces that are safe, respectful, and inclusive for everyone. Iris also posted on her story, I would like to take this moment to say I do not condone racism whatsoever. This is a topic that I don't take lightly and I want to address because it's harmful and hurtful. I have never and will never support hate of any kind. I hope we can all keep showing love and empathy toward one another. Amaya also posted, it's important for me to address the video currently circulating on social media. I immediately reached out to all parties involved directly and privately, but most importantly, Olandria, who was unfairly targeted. My heart instantly dropped for my fellow sister. Let me be abundantly clear, I stand firmly against any form of racism and racial slurs. It should not be overlooked or taken lightly. It's not okay and will never be okay. Social media should never be a platform to spread hate. Gentle reminder, be kind to all. Nick also posted on Snapchat saying, the links that are posted are organizations that fight racial discrimination and injustice through court cases, lobbying, and public policy work. I continue to be amazed and proud with the woman that Olandria is. Accountability and awareness is needed. Jeremiah also posted when someone said, send Ola some love and support. I just know she needs it. And he said, texted her and Nick the second I saw it. Shelly was basically directly calling out Huda in her post. She said, seeing what happened with a former Love Island castmate and her partner laughing during a prank call that included a racist remark towards Olandria was disappointing to say the least. Racism isn't a prank. It's not entertainment, and it's definitely not something to laugh at. As a Black woman, it's painful to watch moments like this play out so casually because it shows how normalized disrespect and ignorance can become when people choose silence or humor over accountability. Having been on the receiving end of hate and racial comments, I know how deeply that can cut and would never wish that pain on anyone. Any form of racism should always be checked right away. There's nothing awkward about racism. It's disgusting and disheartening, and I'll always speak on it. Let's not make light of moments like these. There's a bigger message here. Use your voice and stand up for what's right, no matter the time, place, or who's watching. As always, love and peace. And she was straight up calling out what Huda had basically said
As
about
she should.
her laughing because it was awkward because this person said it. And Shelly was like, there's nothing awkward about racism. It's disgusting and disheartening. In the end, Huda ended up posting another story on Instagram, writing, I've taken the majority of the day to reflect and collect my thoughts to make sure this didn't come off as disingenuous. Last night, I quickly posted a statement acknowledging my reaction to the racial slur that was said on Louis' live stream. I want to take this moment to more fully take accountability for my actions. I want to begin by saying
She always do this. But then be on some bullshit the next day. How many times you gotta apologize for being a shitty person? It's like, girl, your apologies don't mean nothing at this point.
I respect Olandria, and it's extremely disheartening that anyone, especially a presumed child, would find it excusable to use this type of language, and doing so only underlines the ignorance of the gravity that such a word carries. Olandria, it is now clear that this comment was targeted at you, and I apologize for my immediate reaction.
Girl, it was
my reaction
clear at
in
the
that moment came
moment.
from being caught off guard,
Go
not from
ahead.
finding the word or situation funny. It was a nervous, uncomfortable reaction that I recognized was inappropriate. I want to be clear that I do not condone or tolerate anyone who uses such language, and I strongly encourage the individual responsible to reflect deeply on their words and the harm they've caused. I'm making a personal donation to the NAACP and encourage anyone who feels moved to do the same. I will also share a list of additional organizations that support racial equity, education, and mental health support so that anyone who wants to contribute can do so meaningfully. With love, Huda. Louis then posted to his story, I'd like to extend my sincerest apology to all those affected by the caller who use language that completely goes against everything we stand for.
I don't care. I'm sorry, I can't sit
As a
through
black
this.
man, I have greater
Eat
empathy
a
for
dick,
this stream.
everybody.
It's been absolutely so insane to see all of this unfold. There's been so many reactions on the internet.
Whatever. I'm tired of all of these people. But I did see the clip and people were telling me to react to this. So here you go. Here are my thoughts on the situation. She trash, been trash, gonna always be trash. And that's all there is to it. Not surprised about trash behavior from her. So there's that. Hopefully they all move on and get out of our faces, because Love Island ended about 5-6 months ago, it feels like. Let's move on. Next season. Let's get a new casting. Goddamn, push y'all out the way. Jesus. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.